everybody. Welcome to Connect, Learn, and Grow together with Janice. And today we are making, for our learning experience, Junky Dinosaurs. And so I wonder, what should we use to make that? Oh, I know, junk. So go to your blue box and see what you can find in it that might work for a dinosaur. You'll need a body, something for legs and neck, a tail, and a head. So think about those things when you're going through your blue box. So for example, I found this box of Rice Krispie squares, which is a perfect size for a body. Or maybe you have a Kleenex box, which would make a good body as well. Or maybe you have one of the big water jugs or bottles. This might really work well, and this is a nice shape for a head. So that might work for you as well. And then for the legs and tail, you can use lots of different things, but a paper towel roll works just wonderful for that kind of thing. And I even use the paper towel roll to make the body for my one we're going to make today. And you can see what that looks like. And I just glued them together. And then for a tail, I again used a paper towel roll, but I cut it so that it goes zigzaggy. So we're going to show you how to do that as well. Okay, and then you'll need some tape, some paint, and of course, a paintbrush. To cut all these things, you'll need an X-Acto knife, and that's only for mom or dad to cut with. And then you'll need, if you want to make a Triceratops dinosaur, which is this kind with a ridged thing around its head. Some people have favorite dinosaurs and they like to make those. Then this paper plate, which is one of those really thin ones, works great to make that ridge. Okay, so I think that's everything we need, so we'll get started. So first of all, I took 4 paper towel rolls and I glued them together so that they made the body. And then I cut 4 legs, and here are 2 attached. And I attached them by making a cut in the paper towel roll towards the bottom so that they'll stand up. And then I took 4 legs, I bent one end over, and I'm going to put that right in the slot that I made there. Like that. Okay, and then I just tape it in so it's secure. And then if I need to, I'll tape it underneath so that it points down the way it's supposed to. Okay, so I'll do that again so you can see. So I made a cut in the paper towel, and that's right here. See? The same width as what I folded over on the paper towel roll. And then I'm just going to stick that in. The bent over part goes down. Again, tape it. And tape it underneath if you need to get it into the right, get the leg into the right position for it to stand up. So there's my dinosaur. Okay, it's pretty big, isn't it? Now, for the tail, I just took a paper towel roll and I bent it again so I'd have a kink in the tail. And then I squished this end, and the kids will have a lot of fun squishing that. And then that can just go, get stuck into one of those. So then the tail is off like that. And you can fool around with how you want the tail to go, whether you want a bend in it or what you would like. Okay, so there we have all the legs on and the tail on the body. Now we're going to have to put, let's see, what other parts are there to a dinosaur? I know, a neck and a head. We need those. So again, I used actually it was a wrapping paper roll, and I squished it and bent it. And then I put the end of that foil wrap box you saw on it to make the head. And then I just stick that in here. And again, I'm going to tape it in place. so that it sticks up. And remember that if you use masking tape, you can paint right over that, and that works really good for that kind of a thing. So there's my dinosaur. So there's the tail, the body, the legs, and the head. And then what you can do is paint it all over. Usually use the same color, and then you can do designs and things on it if you want to. And if you are actually putting one thing into a box or into inside a box, so like if say you were connecting this to this, you can cut a star shape like this and then cut it out and then put the thing through so that it fits nice and snugly. Instead of trying to cut a hole to just the right shape, this is an easy way to connect a paper towel roll to a box. Okay? So I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say there. And then, once you get it all done, you can add things like fins or spikes or things like that onto its back. And then when it's all done, it looks like this. See? So I added a paper plate up here. I gave it some pretty hair. Here's the head, and then I made the tail. So we talked about that tail earlier. And so all I did with a paper towel roll is I cut halfway through on one side, then I cut halfway through on this side, and then I cut halfway through on that side. And then you can just bend it different ways so that you get this kind of a tail, if that's what you want. A ribbon could be the tail, lots of other things could be the tail. So you might be wondering what I used to make this dinosaur. So I'll turn it around so you can see. Paper towel roll here and here. This is tissue paper. This is the plate I mentioned. This is a wipes container, which is a great use for that. I'm sure you have quite a few around your house right now. And then, of course, the paper towel roll, which actually was a wrapping paper roll. And then my spikes are all made out of the plate. And then I painted it all the same color so that voila, you have a Junky Dinosaur. And maybe you are wondering, what is the name of my dinosaur? It's a Junkosaurus. So thanks everybody for coming and joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed that learning experience. Have fun making them, and go to your blue box and make good use of all that wonderful junk. Thanks a lot. Bye.